So one thing I wish I would have done more of in the last cycle is stake more H-bar. Let me show you why. Let's say you take 15,000 H-bar, which at today's price of about 6 cents, you're looking at about $900 initial investment, $930.73 to be precise. But you take your $900 and you stake it for 24 months at an APY of 2.5%, which is the typical rate you're going to get, which was set by the governing council back in August of 2022. You put that aside 2 years, right? You're looking at about 375 H-bar per year. After 2 years, you've accumulated an additional 750 H-bar. Now, that may not sound like life-changing numbers, but we're forgetting a factor here: price appreciation. So let's just say over the next 24 months, H-bar goes from 6 cents to about 32 cents. Your original 15,000 is now worth $4,800. From $900, you're up almost five grand, right? But let's not forget about the additional 750 that you got through staking. That now pushes your total up another $240, and your initial $930.73 is now worth $5,040. That's a 460% return on your investment, and that's just at the low market rate. All right, because now I'm about to show you the entire DeFi landscape on the Hedera network. We're going to talk about the top 3 protocols in which you can get access to numbers like this. Like I said, I wish I would have staked more crypto during my last cycle. I got into the space at the end of 2019, which means I was able to witness the transition from the bear into the bull. And I remember thinking about 6-7 months in, man, if I would have had more staking positions, I would have made a lot more. Don't get me wrong, I did pretty well, but I could have 3, 4, 5x'd it if I had this strategy in place. Now, I'm just going to give you a rough overview of each platform. I'll leave links to each one in the description. That way you can start to explore these and build experience on these platforms yourselves. Because something else I'm learning too, and I want you to keep this in mind, is a lot of them operate the same way. They have different features and different functions, but the base operation is pretty much the same. So we're starting with Hedera. That's one of our Elite 8 coins. And the first protocol we're going to look at is Stater Labs. Now, Stater is very unique. They were one of the first to allow H-bar holders to stake before native staking hit the platform. So that was a good thing to see. And they were able to do that because they make use of Hedera's token service. Now, something else to know about Stater Labs is they're a multi-chain solution that originally started on Terra Luna. But don't worry, if you look at the token breakdown, you'll see that H-bar is among the top 3 assets being staked on the platform, and there is virtually no Terra Luna left. So when it comes to the question of, is Stater Labs strictly for Hedera? I would definitely say so. There was even a point where I was unsure about that, but after doing the digging, after doing the research, I can definitely say Stater Labs is 100% for Hedera. They also innovated, they brought a new innovation to Hedera in the form of HBAR X. Now, HBAR X is their DeFi token that allows you to interact with the other platforms that we're going to talk about in this episode: Stater, SaucerSwap, and HeliSwap, and then any other DeFi platforms that may come to Hedera. And I'm pretty sure they're getting ready to come out with a few more, because that's something else too. DeFi on Hedera, it's fairly new, just over a year old. All right. So I'm not only trying to position you with staking near the bottom. Okay. I'm still, like I said, we get over 40K, then I'll start screaming bull market. But I'm trying to position you near the bottom with staking, so that way we can ride this thing on up from 6 cents to 32 cents and get that 460% gain. And when you look at the return rates for Stater Labs, they are also very nice. You actually have the opportunity to get anywhere from 6 to 46.5% APY on your H-bar. And through the native network staking, you can also get 1.95%. So we actually have a formula for 1.5% as well that I'm going to share with you. The numbers are pretty similar. Same 15,000 H bar at 6 cents, still spending about $900. You're only getting 225 H bar per year, which is an additional 450. Now, with that same price appreciation, your 15,000 is 4,800 again, and the additional 450 H bar is actually $144. So after 24 months, your initial $900 is now 4,944. So your return goes down a little bit from 460 to 429%, but I still think that's very decent. Okay, so 400% returns off of $1,000. That's some pretty good passive income right there. And 32 cent is just a low ball estimate for a price prediction. All right. You see it up on the wall back there. I'm calling $2 over the next 24 months. So imagine what that's going to look like. Now, something else to consider here as well. We mentioned HBAR-X, and it allows you to interact with the other protocols. Something else that I looked into was wrapped HBAR. Now, wrapped HBAR is going to electrify all of these protocols because this is the version of HBAR that can interact with Ethereum DeFi protocols. So there's a lot of interoperability on the table when it comes to Hedera DeFi. So let's jump over and talk about Saucer Swap. Now, Saucer Swap at the time is the most popular DEX lending protocol on the Hedera network. They're actually a Florida-based company. So when I tell people Hedera was made in America, well, and here's an example for you. And their rewards, this is where it really gets fun, all right? And we have a formula too for this one. When it comes to liquidity pools, you can get anywhere from 1% to 71%. And through staking, you're looking at anywhere from 5 to 30%. Now, let me pull up the formula for 5%. And again, 15,000 H bar staked, $900 over 2 years, your 24-month period. After 1 year, you're looking at 750. 2 years, 1,500 H bar. Your 15,000 H bar, $4,800 at 32 cents. Your additional H bar, the 1,500, is $480. So that means that you pulled in a return of 587% on your 900 for a grand total of $5,280. All right. Now, again, these is all hypothetical. Like I, was thinking about earlier today, this market could go black at any moment. So always never invest more than what you're willing to lose, and always do your own research. All right. Like I said, I'm giving you the simple rundown so that way you are aware of the platform, and it is up to you to take the next step, make use of the platform, verify what I'm giving you here, so forth and so on. Now, Saucer Swap also has a sauce token, which is similar to the HBAR-X. It allows you to interact with other DeFi protocols on Hedera, which brings us to HeliSwap. Now, HeliSwap is very interesting. They give you a decentralized exchange option for Hedera tokens, and you also have the option to stake. And the rewards for HeliSwap are pretty interesting. You can get anywhere from 1 to 101%. Now, let's run that same formula for an APY of 25%. Again, 15,000 H bar, $900 over 2 years. You're looking at an additional 7,500 H bar. Your 15,000 H bar at 32 cents, $4,800. The additional 7,500 H bar is $2,400. So your initial $900 is going to increase 700% to a total of $7,200. This is the potential here. Like I said, I wish I would have staked more crypto, because the 32 cent number, that's just a lowball estimate. If this thing goes any higher than 32 cents, man, okay, man, that's all I got to say. And again, remember the wrapped HBAR token, which you can use through HeliSwap to interact with other protocols. So with that, I think HeliSwap has its own advantage over the other two protocols, because they're going to bring in the Ethereum audience through DeFi. Very interested in seeing that. And all of these protocols can be accessed through my favorite Hedera application. And no, none of this is sponsored, is the Hashpack. I try to make a video almost every year about the Hashpack with updates because this is the easiest application I've come across in the space to make passive income. That's how you can get that flat 2.5% rate. And with Hashpack, instead of getting an HBAR X or sauce token in return, you'll actually just strictly get HBAR. And you also have the ability to, while you're staking, move that HBAR around into different protocols, buy NFTs, play games, so forth and so on. So I'll leave a link to Hashpack in the description as well. I'll also link the most recent tutorial for the Hashpack. It may be time to do another one because they've updated a lot with the interface as well. Hashpack is the main wallet, connects you to all of these platforms. And something else too that's coming around the corner, thanks to one of Hashpack's partners, is a hardware wallet. The Citadel hardware wallet. It's going to be launching the top of next year. And I can bet you any amount of money that the native operating system will be the Hashpack, which means that now you'll have a hardware device that is strictly built for Hedera that will allow you to connect to Hedera from anywhere in the world. I know we just started working with Ryder, who is specializing in that tap to pay functionality, bringing that to self-custody crypto. But this is one of the first hardware devices that I'm seeing coming from a specific chain. There's not many chains exploring their own personal hardware wallets. So I think that's going to shake the market up next year. It's going to be a very interesting narrative. I think the last 2 years has taught us more than what we needed to know about what an exchange is actually used for. And now the market is responding and there's going to be new products, and you guys know how I feel. The first to hit the market with a product starts the trend. Okay, those trends are going to bring in value. But with that, that's all I got for you. Now, I do want to tell you, I am preparing a digital document with this information. Stay tuned to the community tab. Make sure you subscribe so that way you get notified when I do make that available. With that, it's the holiday coming up. I have been hella busy, which is why this video came out later than what I wanted it to. But with that, if you're about to get into the holiday swing, you know what I want you to do. Have a great one. Have a prosperous one. And always remember this one thing. If that money is digital, so is the hustle.